issue of the implications of cultural connections at the national level has come into sharp focus with the parliamentary debate in the chamber of the National Parliament on Wednesday. The nation's future leaders were well supported by their fellow colleagues representing various schools across the island. A number of government officials were also on hand at the parliamentary session. More in this report. The future policymakers debated the public business motion that connecting cultures is critical to the survival of the Commonwealth. The member for St. John's Rural North, Zachary Phillip, addressed the motion from a trade and regional integration standpoint. His supporting colleagues, Alicia Roberts, and member for Barbuda, J.C. Lewis, believe that connecting cultures through the Commonwealth secures a place for Antigua and Barbuda in the regional and international marketplace and has the ability to transform various sectors.
I give to you an action plan. The first step is to initiate deals or packages that will facilitate inter-Commonwealth travel at a more affordable price. Possibly, these low rates may coincide with seasons of tourism. Thus, for example, during the winter, when the rest of the world is cold, the Caribbean and Australia have low rates for Commonwealth citizens, whilst during the hurricane season, when travel to the Atlantic is risky, the Canada and UK airways shall open onto the rest of the Commonwealth world. Therefore, charging a low rate but catering to a large amount of people will still result in the big bottom line profits that we constantly hope for.
The connection as an interdependent unit will cause Antigua to benefit from trading relations, being an avid member of Commonwealth. Moreover, Madam Speaker, membership will create a potential common market or economic unit, which in turn breaks down barriers to member states and builds up tariffs or quotas for market nominators, such as the United States of America and other non-member states. Madam Speaker, despite the fact that we are part of the World Trade Organization and other trading organizations, our connection with Commonwealth will not infringe on those policies established.
Once again, a placid example, speaking to our need to connect cultures amongst the Commonwealth. It creates a stronger sense of unity and trust. Being a member of the Commonwealth creates us with a unique opportunity to create economic connections to various industries in various places.
Meantime, the opposition member for St. George, Siobhan Leandro, the daughter of the current Education Minister, the Honourable Dr. Jackie Quinn Leandro, views culture as more than just a way of life, as foreign influences are filtered into local traditions. She had the support of her fellow opposition members to the motion that preserving culture is critical to the survival of national sovereignty.
We have seen over the years Chinese fried rice, Guyanese pepper pots, Jamaican jerk chicken, Trinidadian soca, and American pop culture are rapidly consuming things Antiguan. In order to preserve the national elements, we must teach these things in schools so they take on both a primary and secondary socializing function. In fact, we must be cognizant also that the building of a culture begins in the family, which instills values. This is undoubtedly an aspect of education. This showcases the view that preservation of national culture would educate generations to come.
Here's where the Ministry of Finance needs to step in with a well-planned and timely injection into the ailing body that is our tourism economy. Help the local man to establish his business that promotes Antigua and Barbuda. Grant him duty-frees. Let him feel motivated to spend his money. He will create jobs. More people working means more people spending, which in turn can mean a better economy. A better economy can mean lower prices both for occupants and visitors. The government needs to sit down and seriously consider how money is being spent and put more emphasis on what is really important.
As most persons state, Antigua and Barbuda is a dot on the map. We will not be able to be bigger than a dot if we as Antiguans and Barbadians remain in the shadow of the metropolis. The use of the black pineapple to make drinks, sweets, and other commodities, such as jams and hot sauce, would benefit Antigua and Barbuda greatly. Madam Speaker, I believe the honorable members should implement different incentives to promote agriculture as a secondary ministry for our cultural development.
It was then time for the announcement of the winners. The proposition team captured a total of 880 points, while the opposition amassed 733 points. For the proposition, the member for St. John's Rural West, Zachary Phillips, spoke for 168 points, while Alicia Benjamin held 160 points. The opposing team's member for St. Mary's North held 155 points, while the St. George member was adjudged the better speaker on her side with a total of 160 points. The House of Parliament plans to make it an annual event. Finance Minister, the Honourable Harold Lovell, commended all the participants for a job well done. The Youth Parliament stands adjourned until Commonwealth Day 2013. Sean Thomas, ABS News.